Hey, my monkeys, this is Monkey Logic. I'd like to welcome you to a new series I've been working on. As you can see by the title, it's about the Call of Duty Zombie storyline. It's everything you need to know zombies. That's going to be the catchphrase, I guess. So to start this off, I'm going to tell you guys the timeline of the events in Zombies, quote unquote, whatever. Then go more into the overall story later on. So let's go! Okay, so let's start off. We're gonna go way back to the beginning. Way back. Back to January 9th, 1913. Richard Nixon is born. We skip to June 9th, 1916. Robert McNamara is born. We then skip to May 29th, 1917. JFK is born. August 13th, 1926. Fidel Castro is born. December 4th, 1939. Richtofen and Schuster performed the first successful teleportation by teleporting a walnut. So this is where we start to get into the main story there. So like the first couple things were just small things. They're not too important till later on. But now we're getting into the big stuff. So it's going to get pretty hectic. After 30 days of working on matter transference, Richtofen decided it is time to use a human test subject. Richtofen is successfully teleported, being the first person to do so. He teleports to the MPD, which just so happens to be on the moon. Not intending to go there, he examines it for a while. In the process, he touches it, shocking him. This is when Richtofen started hearing voices, also making him a sociopath. After examining it more for a little while, he was teleported to Shangri-La. Then we skip to January 23rd, 1940. Richtofen finally returns and begins working on Griffin Station. So he left on January 4th and returned January 23rd. So he was gone for quite a while. What else he did on the moon, I don't know. That will be explained later. Okay. February 4th, 1940. George A. Romero was born. Again, just small things. May 16th, 1944, so we skipped a couple years there. Danny Trejo was born. Okay, and then we're going to skip to next year. We're going to go back to more of the story. Sometime before 1945, it's not confirmed, Nikolai Belinsky, Takeo Masaki, and an unknown Mexican are captured and tested on by Richtofen. And then it's an unknown date, 1945. An outbreak occurs at a German airfield. Okay, we all know about that, but then again, we're going to go into that later. When I get into the story more, I will refer these dates back. I'll let you know. September 2nd, 1945. So we got a date now. Richtofen accidentally kills the Mexican test subject. 8 days later, 1945, OSS agent Peter McCain is captured by Group 935 and sent to Richtofen. Between September 10th and September 17th, zombies are spotted in Wittenau Sanitarium in Germany. A group of Marines led by Tank Dempsey are sent to extract Peter, but they fail their mission. Only Dempsey survives and is captured by Group 935. September 17th, 1945. Tank Dempsey meets Richtofen, who then begins to experiment on Richtofen, confirming his discoveries. Takeo, Dempsey, and Nikolai have all lost their memories. Nikolai only functions with the vodka-based serum. Tank hates Richtofen, even with his memory wiped. And Takeo is quiet and prefers to say Japanese proverbs. Between September 20th and October 1st, Richtofen learns that Maxis hasn't been mass-producing the Wunderwaffe DG-2. Sometime after 1945, zombies are spotted somewhere in the Pacific at a Group 935 mining site. For Element 115, zombies spotted near Breslau, Germany, at Der Riese, the main Group 935 experiment site. June 6, 1947, Robert Englund is born. April 6, 1955, Michael Rooker is born, so there was a big jump there. Sometime before November 1963, Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, and Richtofen are sent through time to a Group 935 experiment in a derelict theater somewhere in Berlin, Germany. November 1962, Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, and Richtofen use a lunar lander to get to a Soviet cosmodrome in the in the USSR, which was formerly under the control of the Ascension Group, but is now overrun by zombies. At the same time, John F. Kennedy, Richard Nixon, Fidel Castro, and Robert McNamara fight zombies when they invade the Pentagon. April 14th, 1977, Sarah Michelle Gellar is born. At an unknown date, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Danny Trejo, Robert Englund, and Michael Rooker are attacked by zombies, including George A. Romero, in a site in Siberia. Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, and Richtofen are teleported to the same location, but are trapped in a room. Unknown date. Richtofen is back at Der Riese, and two adventurers, Brock and Gary, find Shangri-La. They are attacked by zombies, and their four soldiers from the future, Tank, Richtofen, Takio, and Nikolai, time travel back and save Brock and Gary, only for them to end up where they started. Richtofen takes the focusing stone from Shangri-La. He appears back in the teleporter in Der Riese, prompting Schuster to come with him. At this point, Richtofen sounds different, and his time in the teleporter may have made him mentally unstable. Richtofen and Schuster achieve matter transfer, successfully teleporting a walnut. After revealing this discovery to Dr. Maxis, Maxis becomes angry. After Richtofen was supposed to be experimenting with Element 115 to reanimate dead bodies and for use in the Wunderwaffe DG-2, Richtofen and Schuster continue to work on the teleporter behind Maxis's back. Back to the other characters, back to finishing the story. Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, Richtofen battle against the zombies in Shangri-La and obtain the focusing stone, as I previously said. All four men arrive at Area 51, where they travel to the moon. Richtofen switches bodies with Samantha Maxis, causing Richtofen to gain control of the zombies. Maxis, fearing this, launches a missile at the Earth, damaging it and killing off most of the zombies. Or so they think. Okay, my monkeys, that's it for now, but stay tuned. I'm going to have more the next episode. And yeah, so tell me what you think of this episode. This is not the whole timeline. I will update it with more on Green Run and stuff like that, and Die Rise for the later episodes. But until then, take it easy, my monkeys. Peace. Remember to comment, like, down below or whatever, and subscribe.